Swords and the Chariot. They're going to move forward. It's going to be a bit of a headache because of money, because they didn't get a prenup and so forth. But yeah. So let's move on to Will and Jada Smith. I will be doing one again on Giselle and Tom Brady, so stay tuned for that, because I'm trying to decide if I should do a live or do another video. Everyone, welcome back to No Light Tarot. My name is Hailey, so I'm grateful to have you all. This is a channel about hot topics through a tarot perspective. So let's get into the reading. I'm doing couples update about 2 different couples this week, not 3. I've been doing 2 lately. Yeah, so I'm going to start off with Hailey Bieber, Justin Bieber, and Will and Jada Smith. So I do know that Hailey does use her maiden name. Jada also uses her maiden name, but I just shortened it so that I could fit them into the title, and so that I'm not like speaking forever, wasting you guys' time. If you want to become a member, the link is just down here. Click join and you get first access to Prime videos. Also, you can get first choice of requested videos, and I do lives, giveaways, so stay tuned. It's $4.99 a month. I am adding different tiers, so stay tuned for that too. So Hailey and Justin Bieber. Okay, King of Wands, the Tower, and Seven of Wands. Seven of Swords. So I recently did a live about Hailey Bieber and why she did the Call Me Daddy interview. Stay tuned, and in the card section there'll be videos. I'll put it up there. I see very strongly here that he's kind of trying to control her. The Eight of Swords, kind of trying to control her. But she's going through a real metamorphosis in her life that she can't deny. How old is she? 25? I feel like when I was 25, with a major metamorphosis that he's kind of trying to like push down. I feel like he has some narcissistic, we all do, traits, but his is like narcissistic abusive, in my opinion. Seems very calculative, and marriage is not easy. It's not for the faint-hearted. I give them props for being married for 4 years. I won't even lie to you. That's not easy, especially when you're 21 and having fame and having everybody look at your relationship. So I give them a lot of props for that. I think, however, they're in the marriage for reasons that often don't last long. Okay, so I live in Miami, so I speak a lot of Spanish here. I love Miami. And I'm going to say it in English because I don't want to have to translate it. But my friend told me about a Cuban saying that they say that a lie has short legs. So this, I wouldn't say it's a lie, but it's not a genuine marriage in my opinion. It seems very calculated, very forced, very pushed by outside forces too, including Hailey's dad and Justin's manager. And I think with that, those kind of circumstances, it doesn't last long because it has short legs. So the blossom taking the moon, obviously they will be releasing this relationship. I keep making predictions, but with free will, time can change. And I think that the reason why it's prolonged is because they try to defy. They want to make it seem like we do have something genuine. We do. Both of them are very stubborn, and stubbornness can be a good thing. It can also be a detrimental thing because people can be trying to give us advice and we won't listen to it. I'm speaking from experience. So with the Magician, Queen of Wands, and Death and Rebirth, it's going to come to a halt. I did say this before. Look at my past videos about it. I don't want to harp on about it because I don't want to kind of curse them and keep saying like this relationship's gonna end, this relationship's gonna end. It just doesn't seem feasible, and it seems like it's going to just evaporate, and they won't have anything in common anymore. So 5 Swords and the Chariot, they're going to move forward. It's going to be a bit of a headache because of money, because they didn't get a prenup and so forth. But yeah, so let's move on to Will and Jada Smith. I will be doing one again on Giselle and Tom Brady, so stay tuned for that, because I'm trying to decide if I should do a live or do another video. But I feel like things are unfortunately coming to an end with them, and it's very unfortunate. So Will and Jada Smith, the Tower, the Emperor, and the Ace of Wands. I see very strongly here that there's almost like a sense of there's these noises outside. Okay, I live in Miami, in a place where there's lots of trees, and sometimes there's like birds. Beautiful. It's like almost like I live in like a jungle like type. But sometimes I'm like, oh, what's that noise? What is that? What's that? And there's lots of bugs, you know, stuff like that. So there are the pros and cons to living in nature. I love nature though. It's my number one love. Okay, so the Tower, well, after the Divine and Source. The Tower, Emperor, and Ace of Wands. So I did see this here before, but I feel as though Will's kind of stuck between, does he lose his family? Does he stay? Does he live his, and I think he's always been like that his whole life, especially being a Libra. Discipline was instilled in him. Most Libras lack discipline, and it's not a bad thing. I prefer people that have discipline as opposed to not. That's why my relationships with Libras have not gone well. But I think because discipline was instilled in him, he always feels like he has to do the right thing. And in this situation, I feel like he's staying in the relationship because he's like, I have to do the right thing, I have to do the right thing, I have to do the right thing. Even though she's not doing her side, I don't believe. So the Justice, 7 of Cups, and, I'll show you the bottom of the deck soon. But a divorce is imminent. A divorce is imminent, but he has this idea of like, we can make it work. I don't have to necessarily divorce you. But you know the saying, and maybe this doesn't necessarily apply, but this is how I see it. The saying, behind rejection is God's protection. Sometimes we hold on to something so much that when we lose it, we're like, wow, my biggest fear of losing this thing has happened, and I'm actually happier for it. And I think that's what's going to happen with him. So the bottom of the deck is 4 Pentacles. He's working on himself. I've been very accurate about him leaving, him going to rehab, and trying to run away from the fact that his life, he needs to take more ownership of his life. And that means sometimes people won't like us, and that's the thing. I think Libras really suffer from this disease. It's disease to please. I used to suffer from it too, not like that, not that much actually, because I'm Aquarius and we're like, okay, you don't like me, I don't like you, it's fine. Or sometimes I like people that don't like me, and it's okay too. But Libras have a deep need to please, and I see that in him. And the people that he wants to please the most are his fans. So 4 of Wands, 8 of Swords, and the Sun. He's going to go into he's going to do a movie where he has to be alone a lot. And he's going to find himself in an odd way. I always recommend this for Libras, to go away for a while by yourself and do things on your own. Don't be in a relationship when you do them. Travel by yourself. I had an ex-Libra that never used to travel by himself. He was always in a relationship. And that was a big red flag to me. I didn't realize at the time. But I love traveling by myself. I love traveling with other people too. But you need both. You can't be running away from traveling by yourself. You can't be running away from traveling with other people. You need to learn in life how to be around people and without people. And that makes a great balance within us. So with the Chariot and 6 of Swords, see moving forward here, onto something else, onto new projects, a new person, a new love. And it's like seeping through. It's going to happen. That's why I got the Tower card. It's gonna like bust through his life. It's like, you know, when there's water with a dam, it's just gonna the water's gonna push through and give him a whole new life. So I love you all. Thank you so much for watching.